Hello crafty friends, it's Donna here from Donna is Playing Paper and DonnaDoll74 on Instagram. And I have a pair of cards for you today that look at some simple ways that we can alter images that you don't have to be very artistic to do. My card front and card base today are both from Paper Rose Studio, and we're going to start with the card front. Don't you love the way the ink juices up to the top and changes the colour of the ink pad? I'm going to blend with quite a heavy hand in the bottom right hand corner and then gradually soften the colour as I work up. I started the footage in real time and then I've sped it up so that you can see the whole process but also see how fast it actually happens in real time. Once I'm happy with the blending on the panel, I'm going to stamp my image. I've chosen one of the daisies from this Daisy Days stamp set, and I'm going to stamp it 3 times in total. The ink I'm using is Memento Tuxedo black ink, and I've chosen that ink because it's not going to smudge when I use my Copic markers in a little while. Once I've stamped the image once, I'm going to lay a sheet of acetate down to protect my card. It's a quicker fix than washing the stamp. And then I'm going to reposition my stamp and stamp the second flower, and then repeat the process with the acetate and moving the stamp for stamp number 3. Once all the flowers are stamped, off camera I have extended the stems down to the bottom of the page, and then using a Copic friendly marker, and you might like to test that away from your image first, I'm going to add some details. I'm just using the pen to mark some curved segments on each petal. I'm not going to do any blending on this card. I'm going to colour each of those segments in a different colour and do some different patterns on them. So to begin with, I've drawn some spirals on roughly the second section in from the outside of each petal, and I'm going to colour over those with a nice mid blue. The colours I've chosen range from purple through blue and into lime green, with the green towards the centre of the flower and the purple on the outside, but really any colours would be fine here. Once I've coloured all of the different sections, I'm going to add some of my details on top. I'm using a gold rollerball pen to add some dots to the outside of each petal, and you can see when the pen stops working, I just draw gently onto my finger to get it moving again. I'm also adding some little highlights with a white gel pen, and then I'm going to colour the centres in yellow and add some more gold dots to the centres. Once I'm happy with the colouring, it's time to add the sentiment. And this sentiment and the sentiment for the next card both come from the same Daisy Days stamp set. I've made a last minute decision to cut out this panel with a stitched rectangle because you might have noticed by now that as far as I'm concerned, no card is complete without stitching around the outside of one of the panels, and so I'm going to do that off camera. Before I assemble the card, let's have a quick look at what I did with the other card. The panel has been ink blended in exactly the same way, this time using a red ink. This time I've stamped the tulips stamp from Paper Rose, but once again I've extended the stems all the way to the bottom of the page. I've also coloured these tulips using just one colour of Copic marker and just running a little line up each petal rather than blending over the whole flower. As far as decorations go, I've drawn in a million tiny little white and gold dots, some stars, and some fireworks sparkle coming out of the flowers. It's just a bit of fun. That's why I've chosen a sentiment that says a little something to brighten your day. backing for both cards is this gold shimmer cardstock from Paper Rose Studio, and then the white card base that you saw me use earlier. I hope you've enjoyed these couple of quick and easy ways to alter a stamped image and to have a little bit of fun extending the images and making them your own. If you're trying to find something that I used in the video, I'll make sure that I link everything below for you. Feel free to like and subscribe here at Paper Rose Studio, and I'll be back soon with another video. Bye for now.